to the Benz shop.
So it's a 2022 Land Rover, Range Rover L494. You know, they have their issues, electrical, a lot of coolant issues, a lot of electrical issues. This one in particular is for an electrical issue. It's got some transmission problems, so customer brought it in for some shuttering in reverse. It's very intermittent. Pulled some codes on there. There is some intermittent codes on there, so I'm going to actually pull the ECM. There's a common issue with these where water or coolant will feed into the ECM, and that's where those intermittent problems begin. So I've already deduced that there's no coolant in the system, so we're already halfway there as far as the diag goes. So coolant is a big issue with these. I haven't met a Land Rover or a Range Rover that hasn't had any coolant issues. This is a first regarding the ECM, but I guess on this chassis, the L494, it's a common issue to where coolant or fluid will feed down the engine harness and feed into the ECM itself. And that's where the problems start arising. And this one in particular is a transmission issue. In the past, Ford parts, BMW parts, you'll find parts all over on them. BMW, for a little bit, they had BMW engines in them. And this goes all the way back to like the 80s and 90s when parts were shared amongst like Land Rover and Ford worked together for a period of time, Land Rover and Jag. I think an Indian company owns them now. It's a whole new engine system, the Ingeniums. We live in Arizona, so I mean, plastic could only survive so many heat cycles, if you will, before it starts degrading. And so going back to my earlier statement with the coolant, a lot of those lines are plastic. In particular, like you have overflow lines, so your coolant reservoir is right here, and you have coolant lines that run on top of the radiator, on top of here. And it gets to the point where if you just lean on it too much, too aggressively, you'll break these lines. You know, the coolant runs all the way through here, so it's basically just surrounded by heat. And so, it, like I said, it can only survive so many heat cycles before the plastic starts degrading, in which you need to replace everything. So it's not that they're poorly built, it's just you're fighting nature. I think it's the design of how everything is routed. You know, like this intercooler here, all the coolant lines are directly on top of the engine. And so typically coolant stays in the front of the engine or around the engine. In this design, you have coolant lines that are surrounding the engine. And that's something that carries through Jaguar, Land Rover, even some BMWs as well, if you will. Yeah, I mean, but nonetheless, they're still good cars. They're still reliable, sporty even. It falls into like maintenance. I think, you know, it's just routine maintenance. You know, some cars require specific attention in certain areas more than others, but that doesn't change the quality of the car. They all have the same components, but they all communicate in kind of a different manner, like the same manner, but different. And so you have to learn how those systems all communicate with each other, what goes where, etc. Once you know that, they're all kind of similar to, or easier to work on, I'd say. I'm 7 years into it. Started off with Hondas. From Hondas, went to the VAG group, then to BMW. And now we're with a little bit of Land Rovers in between. But I'd say Land Rovers, I got probably about 3 years. It doesn't matter what brand you're driving, what brand you own. It's every vehicle requires that due diligence of maintaining the vehicle and knowing what problems arise, you know, because every vehicle, like Land Rovers, coolant is a big thing, whereas you know, BMWs are vacuum lines, you know, so it kind of, you have to know what you're getting into when you purchase a vehicle. This is a first-time customer, I believe. It seems like it, considering the cleanliness of the vehicle. You know, hopefully we'll get a permanent customer out of this, someone who trusts us, and we can go forward with keeping the vehicle in tip-top shape.
Pull up to the Benz shop.